this bang in here since before the Ohio trip, so my whole car smells like Sourhead. Not gonna lie, guys, I miss driving the Mustang a little bit. I might not have a cat or a dog or a child, but I have a Mustang that I miss when I go travel. But we just got to the gym, guys. I'm gonna go hit some Pendlay rows, some tricep pull downs, maybe some tricep skull crushers, maybe a little bit of bicep curls, maybe a little bit of lat pull downs. Basically a power upper body day 2, because yesterday I didn't really get very much done at all at the gym because I felt pretty crappy. It was like literally my sleep deprivation and my non-stop going last weekend hit me yesterday at the gym. And got a good bit of sleep last night, but I'm still a little tired. I literally feel like I did a week's worth in a couple of days last weekend. Don't do the whole dark thing. Don't do it. Don't do that. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta... I love this camera, but when it's on like autofocus, it does this dark stuff right here, and it doesn't get bright unless I get. See? I don't like that. Why you gotta do that? Why? Why? If I get a little closer, will you not do that? Okay. Okay. Oh, really? Are you gonna stay that way? I swear, if I get mid. The 165, 10 reps. I think that might be a PR. Set number 2, 155 for how many ever reps I can get. So, 155 for 12, 13. Happy about that one. So tired. ever saw my original Cobra revving videos in the driveway, this is where that was shot. Went to see Logan with my mom. Very sad movie. Really good cinematic, really good story, but not happy with the ending. I hope they make another one. It's just kind of like, that whole movie was just kind of like doom and despair. Life sucks. I guess I need to think about it and see what the moral of the whole movie is. Went to Walmart to try to get a Gaston Gazette newspaper. They were out, so now we're at a gas station because I want to see what my news article looks like. Fun story though, this gas station that I'm at right here is a gas station that I actually have been broken down at in the Cobra. So about a year ago, driving down the road, my clutch cable broke. We pulled over here, had my car towed, and see, look, Guma's getting shout outs from my hometown and he's not even doing anything. Bodybuilder attended National Fitness Expo. Again, I'm gonna link this in the bio. One thing that is very, very important, I would say imperative when you are cutting, is to get a gallon jug of water and drink it. About a gallon a day keeps the cravings away. It's the cheesiest thing that I've probably ever said. But when you wake up in the morning, first thing that you want to do is at least get 1 cup of water, 1 water bottle, whatever you want to do. You don't have to have a gallon jug. I like to have a gallon jug just so that I know that I've drank a gallon at the end of the day. So if you're anywhere from 120 to about 180, a gallon a day is good. 200 to 300, 1.25 to 1.5. If you're getting 250, 300, 1.5 is good. You don't really ever need to have over 2 gallons of water a day, but the point is, rule of thumb, 120 to 180, about a gallon. Above that, about maybe a gallon and a quarter. Below 120, maybe 3/4 of a gallon. Yeah, you want to stay hydrated when you're cutting, because if not, you'll have so many cravings that it won't be worth it, because you'll just be having cravings like all the time, and it's actually just, you need to be drinking more water and stay hydrated. So what I like to do is I get up first thing in the morning, fill my gallon jug up, put 2 of these things in there. These are like $1 from Walmart, and they come in a packet of like, how many are in here? A lot, 10 packets. 10 packets in here for like $1.50. 2 of these, so 2 a day in this gallon jug. Flavors it pretty well. I also go ahead and put my creatine in here. If you guys are using creatine, you can go ahead and put it in your gallon. Dissolves very well. This is the brand that I use, Noble Creatine Powder. That is what I do. It helps me out a lot from having cravings. If I don't do this in the morning, I literally have cravings like all day until I eat lunch. Right now, at the beginning of this cut, my macros are 350 carbs, 70 fat, and around 150 to 180 protein. I kind of just, that's not a big deal to me right now. At the beginning of a cut, as I still eat cookies, I still eat snacks. I don't eat a whole ton of like really crazy chocolate, but I do still eat cookies. These guys are actually not that bad. So these are only about 18 carbs and 3.5 grams of fat per 2 cookies. Like 2 of these guys. 2 of these guys, it's not bad at all. So I can fit a good bit of these in my macros every day until they're gone. Now, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks into the cut, I'll be eating less things like this and more things like this. Because the leaner you get, the harder it becomes to stay full. Right now, I could literally just not eat a lot of the time and just like eat cookies and chicken, and I would get pretty full. I'm around 180 right now. Once I get to around 172 to 170, it's going to be a lot harder for me to stay full. I'm not going to be able to eat as many cookies. I'm going to have to rely on a lot more complex carbs. So that's going to keep me a little more full. And, you know, my body's going to need the nutrients even more the leaner that I get. So the lower your macros are, the lower your total calories get, the more you want your food to be composed of wholesome foods. You don't want to be on like 1,800 calories and like be getting 30% of those calories from processed food. Now, if you're eating 5,000 calories and you're bulking, it's okay to get 1,000 calories from processed food. Not really. Don't forget I said that. But you can eat a lot more processed food, a lot more crap, and get away with it the higher your overall calorie intake is. And if you're bulking, but if you're cutting and your calories are really low, and your body really needs those nutrients, you gotta partition those nutrients. You can't be eating a lot of Pop-Tarts and a lot of like cookies and pizza and stuff like that, because you're just not going to be getting the nutrients that your body needs. Now you can fit in a couple of cookies every day like I'm doing. You can fit in a Pop-Tart. You can fit in a slice of pizza with your friends. If you have 10 grams of fat and 30 carbs for that slice of pizza. You can fit that in, but you want to plan for that stuff. And that's why I love If It Fits Your Macros. That's why I've been using If It Fits Your Macros flexible dieting for the past 4.5 years or so. That's why I coach people on flexible dieting if it fits your macros, because I think it's the most maintainable way of dieting, and I personally enjoy it. I feel like at the end of the day, when I hit my macros, it just makes me feel good. Max Tuning said in like his last video that hitting macros is like winning at a video game, and that's exactly right. It's like literally you feel like you're playing a game every day. Like, what can I fit in here and here to hit my macros? And it feels really, really good at the end of the day when you accomplish that goal, when you hit those macros right on point and your weight's going down. It's like, it's one of those things where you can, how do I put this? It's one of those things where you can, you directly decide if you're going to win every day. And every day that you get it right and choose this here and that there, and you get it right at the end of the day, and you feel good, you're full, you lose weight, you're hitting the goals, and you know that it's all you, that's why it happened, it's all you, it just feels really, really good. I never got that like rewarded feeling when I was bro dieting, when I was on a meal plan, because I was just bro dieting on a meal plan. Counting macros is like, it's mathematical. It's mathematical. It makes you feel good. You're actually using your brain. I know some of you guys are lazy as hell, but it'll help you be less lazy as hell. I'm telling myself that I'm gonna buy a pre-workout and stop spending like $4 every other day on monsters. But here we still are with a monster just about every single day lately. I've even considered trying coffee for pre-workout. I don't know how that would go. For me, it's more of a ritualistic thing. I like the taste of a good pre-workout. I like the feeling that it gives me. I've been doing that since I was 14 years old. That is 8 years. I've been taking pre-workout for 8 years. I'm basically a pre-workout drug addict. What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another commentary. I know it's been a while, but yeah, here I am. I'm back with a new commentary. I just kind of wanted to talk about how my leg training is going to change. Yeah, that looked really funny, and yeah, they just kind of randomly started wrestling, and I thought it would be funny to put on here. So watch the wrestling, listen to me talk. So what I'm doing now at the beginning of my summer shredding prep, not really prepping for a show, but just, you know, to take a before and after picture, get shredded for the summer. I'm starting out my leg sessions on Thursday, my hypertrophy leg sessions, as my secondary leg sessions with 5 minutes of cardio on the stair stepper at a medium intensity. Then I'm going and stretching everything out, going and hitting, just starting out a couple sets of squats. Now, this right here that you're seeing is a huge PR for me. This is 315 for 10 reps at below parallel. I've hit 315 for 15 reps at slightly above parallel or parallel, but I'm working really, really a lot on hitting depth, because I do eventually want to compete in maybe like 1 or 2 powerlifting meets. I'm not a powerlifter by any means. I'm a bodybuilder, and that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about training like a bodybuilder, but I do want to get stronger on squat. I do want to have a 500, 550 squat one day. I do want to have a 600 deadlift one day. I do want to have a 500 bench press one day. I know that's crazy for a bench press. maybe a 600 squat. Maybe a 700 deadlift. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever squat a lot, because my right knee, I have no cartilage in my right knee, so I get knee issues really, really easily. But getting back to the video, got to clear my throat. A lot of hot sauce earlier. Getting back to the video, what I wanted to do a little bit differently on the rest of my leg workout. So after I get done with a couple sets of squats and get my powerlifting-esque exercise out of the way, I move on to volume movements. So I started out here on leg press, started out with 30 reps with 2 plates. Then I went to 25 reps with 3 plates. And then I went to 20 reps with 4 plates. And then I went to 15 reps with 5 plates, and then I went to 10 reps with 6 plates. And I was taking very small breaks, like 30-second breaks in between sets. So this was very, very painful, but it was giving me a very, very, it was giving me a very, very big quad pump. And it felt really, really good, and it hurt really, really good. And a lot of volume, guys. I'd already done 2 sets of squats, like really, really high RPE. That 315 for 10 was like a 8.5 RPE, which is really high up there. Basically, RPE meaning rate of perceived exertion of how much I could have done. So I wanted to go hit some volume after that. So technically you've got 2 plates, 3 plates, 4 plates, 5 plates, 6 plates. It's a lot of sets. It's a lot of reps. 30 reps, 25 reps, 20 reps, 15 reps, 10 reps. Now, I've never done this before. I just, when I'm cutting, I like to spice things up in my training and like play around with new things that I could possibly use next off season or next bulk season. So I actually ended up doing that same rep scheme, set scheme on every exercise. I did the same thing here, which really hurt on hamstrings. What do you want to focus on hamstrings, guys? Is just pulling all the way to get that little pad thing. Try to touch the bottom of your butt cheeks with that pad thing, and then just slowly let off. Now these clips are tripled in speed, so these are 300 times fast. So like, on Final Cut it's 300x. Which is 3x basically, 3 times 100. Yep. So this is actually 3 times faster. I was pausing on my butt and squeezing. So you want to focus on the isometric, which is the pause contraction part. When you are hitting these leg curls, you want to feel that glute hamstring squeeze more so in the hamstring. And I really focus on reps and volume and contraction. I also like to focus a lot on the descent, like once you squeeze right there at the end of the rep, don't just like let it jerk back. Let it slowly come back. Slowly pull back and forth. You really want to focus on quality of reps on these machine exercises. You don't really want to focus on just kind of trying to get the weight up and down. You want to focus on the isometric, the concentric, and the eccentric. All 3. So that is pulling up on the rep, letting go on the rep, and squeezing the hamstrings at the contraction. Now, after that, I did 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, which was really, really painful on the leg curls. After the leg curls, I went ahead and did some, I can't think right now. These things that I'm doing here. Extensions, damn it. Extensions. I did the same rep scheme, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, and that was really, really painful. On these guys, what you want to focus on is squeezing at the top of the rep, really feeling this, like really, really, really focusing on the contraction, putting like almost an emphasis on the contraction, it's almost like you're just getting your leg all the way up at the top of the movement, and just exaggerating the squeeze. And that's really going to focus on your vastus medialis, which is that teardrop muscle that we all want to grow. We all want that like little thick teardrop muscle when we're wearing short shorts. And people like to call me at the worst times. Okay, to finish off this little commentary voiceover on calves, take it very, very, very slow. Focus on the squeeze at the top of the rep. Pretty much all of these isolation exercises, Pretty much all of these isolation leg exercises, you want to focus on the isometric, the squeeze, and then slowly let the weight back down. And that's going to go ahead and conclude this commentary. I did the same thing on calves, by the way. 30, 25, 15, 10. That was the most painful thing. Like, I felt like I was going to cry and throw up. But anyways, yeah. That's going to conclude this commentary. I need to do these more because I need to get better at giving instructions, because it's just not my thing. And, I do avoid it a lot because it's not really my thing, doing instructional videos. But I'm in it to help you guys, so I'm going to get better at it. I'm going to do it. All love. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.